Today I'm going to teach you a lesson on how to sing and play by ear. Often we listen a song from the radio and you like it so much you would like to reproduce it on your own. However, you cannot obtain the written music. So what do? In today's lesson, I will introduce how to sing one of my favorite songs called I Want to Sing, using a singing method called Kodaly solfege hand sign. Once you know how to sing, I will teach you simple chords so you know how to play on the piano. No prior experience is necessary, but just practice, and practice will make it perfect. Now, let me first play and sing this song for you. You are my audience, and you could get the tune in your ear. Please enjoy. As you listen to the music, please write down the lyrics. I want to sing. Now that we have the lyrics written down, instead of singing the lyrics, which is more difficult at the beginning of learning a new song, I would like to teach you how to sing in solfege. Now, what is solfege? Solfege is a way for singing notes. For example, I'm sure you already heard of the solfege note names from The Sound of Music, which is Do, Re, Mi, Fa, Sol, La, Ti. Now I will introduce the solfege notes that sing along with a technique called Kodaly solfege hand signs. You may be wondering, why do I need to sing the song in solfege using Kodaly solfege hand sign? It is because this method is proven to help you to sing on pitch, especially for learning a new song. Begin with Do, we have Do, Re, Mi, Fa, Sol, La, Ti, Do. Now, let us go back to the song I Want to Sing and apply what we have just learned by singing solfege along with Kodaly solfege hand sign. Let's sing together. Mi, Fa, Sol, La, Ti, Do, Ti, Ti, La, Sol. Mi, Fa, Sol, Fa, Mi, Re, Mi, Fa. Ti, Ti, Do, Ti, Ti, La, Sol. Once you are familiar with the Kodaly solfege hand sign, I will not sing for you. Instead, you will be singing for me. Let's try. let us continue singing the solfege notes along with the Kodaly solfege hand signs for the rest of the song. The solfege notes for the rest of the song actually are very similar to the first part of the song. Of course, you could do the same for the chorus. Mi, fa, sol, la, do, do, re, re, do, ti, la, so, mi, so, fa, mi, re, mi, fa, mi, re, do. Let's try the Kodaly solfege hand sign without me singing for you now. Continue with the chorus we have. Do, do, re, re, do, ti, la, so. Do, do, ti, la, so, fa. Ti, ti, la, so. Do, do, re, re, do, ti, la, so. So, mi, so, do. Re, mi, fa, mi, re, do. Once you learn how to sing the song, I will teach you how to find the chords for this song so you can play it on the piano. In this song, it is in the key of C major. Let me introduce the primary chords we often use. They are called the first, fourth, and the fifth chord, or C major, F major, or G major chord. They sound bright and happy. Let me introduce it on the piano. Since it is in the key of C major, we could forget all the black keys for now. There are 3 ways of labeling the C major scale. Starting from note C, we have do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, do. Or we could also sing as C, D, E, F, G, A, C. Alternatively, we could also sing as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. Now, the first chord will start from C, and we have C major, and it will consist of the note do, re, sol, or C, G. The first position would be so, do, or G, C. Now the second position will be so, do, mi, or G, C, E. Now the fourth chord, starting from C again, we count 1, 2, 3, 4, and it is F major, and it will consist of the notes fa, la, do, or F, A, C. Now the first position will be la, do, fa, or A, C, F. And the second position will be starting from C, we count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. which is G major, and it will consist of the notes So, D, Re, or G, B, D. The first position will be D, Re, So, or D, G. Now the second position will be Re, So, D, or D, G, B. Now please take a look at the following summary. Besides the primary chords, there are also the secondary chords, which consist of the second, third, and sixth chords, or D minor, B minor, and A minor chords. They are minor chord and sound sad or mellow in tone color. Now, let me introduce it on the piano. The second chord will consist of the note starting from C icon 1, 2, which is D minor, and it will consist of or the first position would consist of the second position would consist of La, Re, Fa, or A, D, F. Now, for E minor, again, if we count from C, it will be 1, 2, 3, and it will consist of the note So, T, or G, B. And the first position would be So, T, Mi, or G, B. Now the second position would be Similarly, I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which is A minor. Again, it will consist of the note La, Do, Mi, or Re, Si. Now the first position will be the second position would be Mi, La, Do, or Mi, Si. The following is the summary. Let me introduce another pair of common chords that are relative of each other. They are the C major and the A minor chord. For example, C major will consist of the note C, G, whereas A minor chord will consist of the note E, C. They are only one note difference from each other, which is A and G. If I play C major chord and I add A below C major, I have E, C, G. A7 chord. Therefore, C major and A7 chord, they are interchangeable. Depending on the flavor of the music, if it is happy or bright, we'll use the C major chord. However, if it is sad or mellow, we'll use the A minor chord or the A minor 7 chord. You will see the application on the song later. Let's have a look at the following diagram. Now, after all the theory, let us go back to the song. Since we already sang the song with solfege earlier, we could group the solfege syllables in terms of piano chords. Often the grouping of chords also based on the change in harmony by listening. For example, the first line, Mi, Fa, Sol, La. First, we need to do the grouping of chords by listening. For this first line, it could be broken into two groups. Mi, Fa, Sol as the first group and La as the other group. So, Mi, Fa, Sol can either be grouped as C major chord or E minor chord. Because Mi, Sol belongs to Do, Mi, Sol, which is the C major chord. Or Mi, Sol also belongs to Mi, Sol, Ti, which is the E minor chord. We could ignore the Fa syllable since it is just a one note connecting Mi and Sol. So what we need to do is always try with major chord first. If it sounds good, then we often use it. But if we prefer a sad or mellow tone, then we will use the E minor chord. Let's try by listening on the piano. Mi, Fa, Sol. This is the C major chord, or Mi, Fa, Sol. This is the E minor chord. It seems like C major chord sounds better than E minor chord, so we should use the C major chord. Now for the second chord, it only consists of the solfege syllable La. Again, we can either use the F major chord, which consists of La, Do, or the A minor chord, which consists of La, Do, Mi. Let's do some experiment on the piano and see. Mi, Fa, Sol, La. This is F major, or Mi, Fa, Sol, La. This is A minor. Definitely F major chord sounds good enough. So the key is always use the major chord first. Only use the minor chord if you want a mellow or sad flavor. So we have an F major chord here. Now let's sing this first line of the song with lyrics. I want to see. Continue with the second line. We have again, first we need to do the grouping by listening. In this case, we will group as the first group and So as the other group. So the first group would either belong to the F major chord, which consists of Fa, La, Do, or the G major chord, since T is inside of G. Again, let's experiment it by our ear through playing on the piano. Let's try with F major chord first. Or G major chord. It seems like the melody sounds better with G major chord, but since are syllables in F major chord, we could actually use the G7 chord. Since it consists of So, Ti, Re, Fa, where Fa is a syllable in the F major chord. Now the next group consists only of the syllable So. We will either use the C major chord or the E minor chord. Now let's test both chords and see how it sounds on the piano. This is C major or it seems like the flavor of E minor will give me a more gentle and mellow tone, and therefore I use it. Of course, C major chord would also work, but again the flavor will be different. Now let's sing this line with lyrics. Lost in your love. Continue, we have the group Mi, Fa, Sol, Fa, Mi, Re, Mi, Fa. Like what we have done earlier, first we'll break it down into two groups by listening. The first group will be Mi, Fa, Sol, Fa, Mi, and the second group will be Re, Mi, Fa. Obviously, the syllables Mi, Fa, Sol, Fa, Mi would belong to the C major chord. Now again, Fa is the running note connecting Mi and Sol, and we can just ignore it. Recall we learned that the C major chord and the A minor 7 chord are relative of each other, and therefore they are interchangeable. In this case, let's see which chords sound better on the piano. Let's try the C major chord first. Mi, Fa, Sol, Fa, Mi, or the A minor 7 chord. Mi, Fa, Sol, Fa, Mi. My own taste tell me the A minor 7 chord will sound much better. The next group of solfege syllables, Re, Mi, Fa, will simply be the D minor chord, which consists of Re, Fa, La. You may ask, why don't I use the 7 chord, which consists of Di, Re, Fa, which I didn't introduce earlier. It is because the 7 chord is rarely used, so we could simply ignore it. So we have the second chord, which is the D minor chord, on this group of solfege syllables. Let's sing this line together with lyrics. I'm finding your presence. Similarly, for the fourth line, we would group as the first group and So as the other group. Now the first group of syllables looks like either it belongs to G major chord or F major chord. Now let's try on the piano by listening. Let's try the G chord first. Or the F chord. Similar to the previous analysis, it sounds better with the G major chord. Now again, we can also use the G7 chord. Since G7 consists of So, Ti, Re, Fa, and Fa consists of the component of the F major chord. Finally, the next group that consists of the syllable So would be the C major chord. since this partial ending always ends with the key of the song, which is C major. Now let's play and sing this line together. We could also put the chords on the lyrics of the song, and we have Part 2 of the song is actually using exactly the same chords as Part 1. Putting the chords on the lyrics, we have this. Doing a similar analysis, the chords can also be written out for the chorus in Part 1 and 2. Actually, it is a very similar chord progression again. There you go, we have completed the entire song with all the chords now. Next, we could learn the basic of how to play our right hand and our left hand using the chords. Let's start with the left hand first. Let's say we are playing the C chord. We could either play the octave C as a broken chord or as the solid chord. Or we could also play as a broken chord or solid chord, according to your liking. Again, there's no formula since it is music, and so you could play according to your feel of it. Then you could combine your right hand with the C chord in root position, or in first position, or second position. We could also play it broken. Or simply, you could just play the melody of the song. Once you master how to play the chords, let's play and sing again the song, I Want to Sing. I want to sing, do you want to sing along? You are finding your presence, worshiping before your throne. Moved by your spirit, and carrying into your this video. I hope you enjoy it.